This shootout brought to you by Cialis. Ask your doctor if Cialis is right for you.
Canucks are fresh off a shootout in their last game Saturday in Calgary. Came back from 2-0 to get to the shootout.
Well, Jarome Iginla missed a breakaway with a high wrist shot, and Roberto Luongo gets deked as Jarome showed him backhand, then went forehand, and Mason Raymond comes in, tries to go 5-hole, and at the last second, Miikka Kiprusoff slides down and makes the save. You know my theory on these shootouts.
Yes, I read your
Yes,
blog.
thank you. Thank you.
Why don't you explain it to people? You have time.
Okay, I think you should have little shootout teams, and we'd have Henrik Daniel and Alex Edler. We'd have the Swedish team. We'd have an American team. We'd have guys from Toronto. We'd have Alex Burrows and Max Lapierre. We'd have the French guys going together, and we'd have little teams that you have competitions in practice, so that it would become more important. And then, when you did get to a shootout, you'd go with a team. The coach's decision would be, okay, this team, and you win, you're in. And the team that you just keep going. You could go all season long with the same three guys as long as they won all the time.
Have you had good feedback on your theory?
Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot.
It'll be Luongo against LaBarbera. And the Canucks back below 500 on the season at 5-6. They're going to lead off with Cody Hodgson. You said earlier, one of the better Canuck forwards in this hockey game. He'll have a chance to get the Canucks to the early advantage in the shootout.
Well, especially starting the third period, when Alain Vigneault made the little tweak with the lines, and he started playing with Ryan Kessler and David Booth. He'd only played 7 minutes heading into the third period.
Had created one of the bigger buzzes of the night, though, as he was able to go through the defense and get that first period chance on LaBarbera, and now he's going to get to go in alone on LaBarbera.
That was Keith Yandle that he walked around in the first period. High glove side?
Sure. Remember, I gave up predicting when I was so wrong a few weeks ago.
I liked his shot on Carey Price in Montreal. I think that's one of the ones where you look back on shootouts and you say, okay, that's the one that works for you best. Go with it.
Hodgson leads it off. LaBarbera up to challenge. Hodgson scores. Beat the poke check, and the Canucks draw first blood.
Well, the little quick 5-hole. And you can see Jason LaBarbera having a little drink of water. Here's the fake and the quick 5-hole, and you can see the poke check. As you said, watch LaBarbera slide the hand up. And as soon as he does that, you're defenseless, anything in your feet.
Ray Whitney will lead off for Phoenix. Roberto Luongo. Game face behind the mask. Whitney in. Scores. Stick side wrister, and it's all even.
Well, it's hard when a guy like Ray Whitney, he's a short guy, uses a short stick. And if he pulls it a little bit and changes the angle, and you can see Ray Whitney, he just pulls it a little wee bit. And then over the pad, under the blocker, and just inside the post. That's a pretty good shot.
Alex Burrows is close to 50% in his career, having a good year in the shootout. And he's shown different looks. Shading in from the right. Stopped by LaBarbera.
That's almost the same one he used on Miikka Kiprusoff, where he scored in Calgary, where he came in from the right side and tried to go 5-hole. Fakes, and LaBarbera this time, no poke check, goes down, keeps the stick down, makes the save.
Radim Vrbata held off the score sheet to end his point streak, but a chance to make a big impact here. Luongo stopped him on the deep to the backhand.
Radim Vrbata tried to get Roberto Luongo to go for the fake forehand, and Roberto didn't budge. Here's Verbata, fake forehand, and Roberto didn't budge. Came across, gets a blocker out, makes the save. He had no room.
Alex Edler's 2 for 4 this season. And he goes third for the Vancouver Canucks. Edler scores. He's 3 for 5, and the Canucks retake the lead.
Well, you talk about the short guy with Ray Whitney, you talk about a tall guy. And if the tall guy comes in, fakes deke, and then goes shot, he changes that angle so much. And you can see LaBarbera reacts late with the shot to the post. He's going deke all the time. You can see the bench congratulating Alex Edler.
Well, back home, trying to extend the game is Gilbert Brule. Luongo trying to stop him. He can't do it, and Brule sends this to round 4.
Well, Gilbert Brule gets Roberto Luongo to move to his right enough that he can shoot it back the other way. Right-hand shot, fakes, and then high glove side. He goes to his left, Roberto goes to his right, and then Brule's got some room and makes no mistake.
Heck of a shot. Somewhere Bono is cheering.
Yes.
Mason Raymond. Side to side, now in on goal. Stopped by the glove of LaBarbera, and now his team has a chance to win it.
Well, Mason Raymond comes in, and Jason LaBarbera stays right with him, doesn't show the glove, and then at the last minute gets the glove out to make the save.
Shane Doan, 1 for 4 this year.
Usually shoots. Got a great wrist shot.
2 of those 10 goals have decided games. He scores here. He'll decide another one. Doan lost the puck as he tried to pull it back to the forehand.
Shane Doan comes in, fakes backhand, tries to pull it back, and Roberto had the stick out anyway. He would have had to pull it right through the stick and loses it.
David Booth had the only goal in regulation for the Canucks. Our first look. And it's a good one.
Boy, oh boy, there's not much as a goaltender you can do on this one. David Booth comes in, and even with the bad ice, pulls it backhand forehand, and then right in the corner, right underneath the bar. What a shot that was. You can see Newell Brown appreciative.
Momentum shifting back and forth in this shootout. Brule kept the Coyotes alive in round 3. Bonker will try to do the same in round 5. Scores! Deep to the backhand. And this game continues.
Boy, and he did that at good speed. I think that's what, look at Bodker. He's coming in with speed, and Roberto thinks 5-hole, so he collapses. And then Bodker at full speed pulls it to the backhand. Look at that, wow. That's a good move.
Ryan Kessler. He leads off round 6. Scores. Canucks are 4 for 6 in the shootout.
Here comes Ryan Kessler, and with the hook stick, you just pull it a little bit just inside the post. And this is like the Ray Whitney shot, just over the pad, just under the blocker. And Jason LaBarbera doesn't like it.
Under your shootout theory, the Canucks would already have been through 2 of their set tandems.
That's right, you go into your second team.
They wouldn't want to go to team 3. Gordon needs to score. And he can't do it. The Canucks prevail. 6 rounds of a shootout. Luongo outduels LaBarbera, although the shooters had a lot to do with it. 2-1 the final.
Well, Boyd Gordon, who is an unlikely candidate, comes in, and Roberto Luongo just stayed waiting with him. And Boyd Gordon almost stops. You can see he doesn't know what he's going to do once Roberto doesn't bite on the original play. And Gordon, a feeble little backhand, stopped by Roberto Luongo.
Coyotes get a point. Vancouver gets 2. Make it 89-0-3 in their last 92 when leading after 2 periods. And the Canucks open this homestand with a victory by the skin of their teeth. Phoenix in town for the first of 3 at Rogers Arena, and the Canucks prevail. 2-1 the final in a shootout here in Vancouver.